back door's already closed. Thank you. All right. Namaste, yogis. Welcome to Slow Flow. I'm Jody. If you haven't practiced with me before, I think we're all familiar. Making your way onto your back, allowing the eyes to gently close if they haven't already. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, audible exhale out the mouth. Again, deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh and release. Allow the body to become heavy into the earth. And give yourselves permission to arrive at your practice. Letting go of your day so far, letting go of anything left in your week. Being here in the now. Begin to mentally scan over the physical body, reciting to yourselves all the points of contact that your body makes with the earth or maybe a prop. See how specific you can get here to help create an even more detailed image of self in your mind's eye. Making sure to also check in with front body, as well as mental emotional body. Become aware of anything that may have followed you here to your mat that you could release and detach from during our practice. And as we begin to let go of any distractions in our room, or any distractions beyond this space, or maybe in your personal private world, we'll instead turn the awareness inward, finding a focus on the breath. Now at first, allowing the breath to show up naturally, moving in and out of the nostrils. Observing the breath, seeing how that breath is showing up for you in this moment. Helping to build rapport with the breath, building that relationship. The more we get to know the breath, the more we can notice those subtle shifts or changes as the breath communicates to us. Now, with your next inhale, begin to encourage the breath to deepen and lengthen. Think about sending your inhales deep into the belly, allowing the belly to fill and expand. Every exhale, actively drawing navel in towards spine to help press the air back out. So inhale, belly fills. Exhale, navel draws in towards spine. Continue to breathe into your belly, helping to reduce stress and anxiety. Regulate systems like mood, digestion, sleep, blood sugar. But communicating to your physical body that you are safe. Calming that nervous system. Allowing muscles and connective tissues to soften and lengthen. Now, during our pranayama, during our breath work, it's not a goal to quiet the mind or to turn the mind off. We practice letting go of mental distraction. As you continue to breathe, mind continues to do its job. Anytime that you get distracted, drawn away from awareness of breath, just release whatever distracted you and guide the awareness back to that belly breath. Now, after your next exhale, allowing the breath to return to a natural pace and rhythm. Just letting go of any boundaries or expectations of the breath and allow the breath to show up as it wishes. Checking back in with this natural breath, notice if there's been any subtle shift or change. Or maybe noticing that breath seems to have stayed pretty much the same. We'll start to bring our awareness back into the room and back into the physical body. Inviting subtle movements, wiggling fingers and toes. Circling out wrists and ankles. And reaching the arms up overhead, finding a full body stretch from fingers to toes. We'll mindfully draw the knees in towards the chest and make our way over onto our favorite side, left or right, yogi's choice, coming into a fetal position with the eyes closed. Pausing here to allow the body to fully awaken and reacclimate, I invite you to take advantage of this moment and set an intention for your practice this afternoon. However that's showing up for you. And when you feel ready, use the strength of the upper body, pressing yourselves up. We'll come to meet in Sukhasana, easy seat. Namaste, yogis. So sitting up nice and tall, lengthen through the crown of the head. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms, elbows draw back and down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale to cactus, opening chest. Beautiful. One more. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, cactus, open it up. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. On the exhale, right hand grounds, left fingers lengthen up and over to the right. Lateral stretch, reaching towards the window. Continuing to ground through the left hip, pressing down into the earth. If it starts to lift, you've just reached a little too far. With your next inhale, coming up through center. On the exhale, twisting to the right towards the windows. Left hand to right knee or thigh, right hand to the mat just behind the hips. Press the floor away, lengthen through the crown of the head, maybe turning to look back over the left or right shoulder. With your next inhale, coming back through center, both arms reach up overhead. Exhale, left hand grounds, right fingers reach up and over to the left. Right hip continues to ground into the earth, reach long through the fingers, feel the side waist open up. With your next inhale, coming back through center, both arms reach up overhead. Exhale, twisting to the left. Sit up nice and tall. Option to turn and look back over the left shoulder, sending the twist up the length of the neck. Breathe into the belly. With your next inhale, coming back through center, both arms reach up overhead. Exhale, arms open out wide to a T, reaching towards opposite ends of the room, shoulders soften down the back ribs. With your next exhale, eagle arms right under left. If eagle arms is not in your practice, you can come to a hug or modify your eagle arms, bringing backs of the hands to touch. Full expression has the double bind, palms touch. Whatever works for you. Reach through those elbows, activate the arms. Inhale, lift up towards the ceiling. Exhale, round down, draw the chin in towards the chest. Again, deep breath. Inhale, sit up, reach up, look up. Exhale, round it down. Inhale to come back up through center, arms open out wide to a T, this time pressing the walls away. Check in with the shoulders, engage the core, find your breath. And with your next exhale, eagle arms left under right. Activate the arms, reach through the elbows. Inhale, lift up towards the ceiling. Exhale, round down, chin draws in towards the chest. Inhale, sit up, reach up, look up, reach long through those elbows. Exhale, round it down. Inhale, come back through center. Arms open out wide to a T. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, release them all the way down. And making our way to tabletop or all fours, either rolling over the knees or sweeping both feet off to one side, we'll come up to hands and knees. If knees are looking for a bit more support, maybe you bring a blanket in beneath the knees. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Grip the mat, pressing the floor away. Inhale, cow pose, belly drops, lifting the heart, the gaze, and the tail. Exhale for cat, rounding the spine, tucking the chin. Inhale for cow pose. Shine that heart through. Exhale for cat like a scared Halloween cat. Continue to move between cat and cow. Use the pace of your breath. As you warm up the length of the spine, also checking in, shoulders, wrists, hips, and knees. And after your next exhale or cat pose, finding some organic movement in tabletop. Maybe staying with cat and cow. Other options could be looking back over the shoulder, circling out hips or chest, child's pose, down dog, up dog, puppy. Just become curious in your body. See what feels good in this moment versus what doesn't really suit your needs. Wonderful. We'll start to make our way back to tabletop. If you've got to do some work to even yourselves out, go for it. Taking a big step back with the right foot, we'll inhale to lift that back heel to hip height, staying active through that foot. Press energetically through the heel. Engaging the core, we'll extend the left arm out in front of us, palm in, thumb up. Reach long through the fingers. Arm and leg hug the midline. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, replace the hand to the mat. Leg crosses the midline, toes off to the left. Gazing back over that left shoulder, pressing hips to the right. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, tabletop, knee returns. Big step back with the left foot. On your inhale, left heel lifts to hip height. You can always look back over the left shoulder, see how close you got. Practice your proprioception. Core engages, right arm reaching out in front of you, palm in, thumb up. Reaching long through right fingers, pressing long through left heel, hugging the midline. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, replace the hand, leg crosses the midline, toes off to the right. Looking back over that right shoulder, energetically press the hips to the left. Find your breath. And with your next inhale, coming back through center, exhale, tabletop. Tuck the toes under, begin to sit the hips back towards the heels. Getting a nice stretch to the soles of the feet, the arches of the feet. If it's too intense to sit all the way up, you don't sit all the way up. Can you breathe? Might be a loaded question. And if it feels like it's a loaded question for you, I'd invite you to check in on your shape. With your next inhale, gently ease your way out, coming back through tabletop. We'll tap the toes out, if I could talk. And then sitting back one more time. Keep those toes untucked as you sit the hips back towards the heels, maybe leaning back, lifting the knees if you're needing a little bit more. Again, option. If sitting all the way up is too intense, modify. Other ways to modify by using blocks. Can press yourself out. You can also tuck the blocks beneath your glutes. Take some of the strain off. With your next inhale, coming back through tabletop, we'll tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Reaching the tailbone up towards the ceiling, lengthen through the arms, the shoulders, the spine. Finding some movement in your downward facing dog, walk it out, pedaling the legs, bending into one knee, then the other. Maybe you wag the hips. And coming back through stillness, deep breath in through the nose, audible sigh, releasing out the mouth. Look up towards the hands, bend into the knees, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, release, forward fold, head hangs. Inhale, stand tall, arms reach up overhead, bringing palms to touch. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, hands come to the heart center. Release the arms, Tadasana, mountain pose. Round 2. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips, leading with the heart. Inhale, half lift, lengthen through the crown of the head. Option 2, bring hands to shins or thighs, working to create a tabletop with the back here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand tall, arms reach up overhead, bringing palms to touch. Exhale, into the heart space, Anjali Mudra. Tadasana, arms release alongside the body for mountain pose. Round 3, inhale, arms reach up. Half sun salutation, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, forward fold, head hangs. Inhale, stand tall, arms reach up overhead, bring the palms to touch. Exhale, Anjali Mudra into the heart space. Tadasana, release the arms. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Interlace the fingers on your exhale, hands to the right, hips to the left. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, hands to the left, hips pressing to the right. Inhale, coming back through center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, hands come to the mat, right leg steps back. Coming into a low runner's lunge, grounding right knee to the earth. Maybe bringing blanket in beneath the knee or blocks beneath the hands. Encourage the right hip, Encourage the right hip to draw forward towards the top of the mat. Shoulder blades relaxing and melting down the back ribs. Check in with that left leg, ankle beneath the knee. They can be either. What feels better for your body? You like them tucked? Then you tuck them. Sometimes it's as easy as that. How does the pose feel better in your body? What does your body need? And if you start doing something crazy, wonky, off the charts, that's when I'll come around and give you a different suggestion. You've got this. All right, inhale, arms reach up overhead, Anjaneyasana Asana. Allow the pelvis to get heavy. Shoulder blades melt down the back ribs. With your next exhale, twisting to the left, arms open out wide to a T. Beautiful. Soften the shoulder blades down the ribs, reach long through the fingers. Inhale, come back through center, Anjaneyasana, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands come back to the mat. Tuck the back toes, lift that back knee. On your next inhale, step up to the top of the mat, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, release, forward fold, head hangs. Inhale, stand tall, arms sweep up. Palms come to touch. Exhale, Anjali Mudra into the heart space. Releasing the arms, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips, leading with the heart. Beautiful. Inhale, half lift, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees, hands to the mat, left leg steps back. Find your low runner's lunge. Ground the left knee, bring in any props to support your body in this shape. Square the pelvis to the top of your mat. Yes, left hip reaches forward. Stacking the joints of the right leg, keeping the knee protected. With your next inhale, arms reach up overhead, Anjaneyasana. Shoulder blades melting down the back ribs. Yes, release any tension in the face. On your next exhale, twisting to the right, arms open wide to a T. Yep, towards the windows. Beautiful. Try to reach opposite ends of the room. Inhale, coming back through center, arms reach up. Exhale, hands return to the mat. We'll tuck the back toes, lift that knee on the inhale, stepping to the top of the mat, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, hang. Inhale, stand tall, arms reach up, bring the palms to touch. Exhale, Anjali Mudra into the heart. Release Tadasana, mountain pose. Close the eyes or soften the gaze, check in with self. Notice prana, energy moving through the body. Heat, heart rate, sensation, micro movements, whatever it is. We'll gently blink the eyes to open. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the mat, right leg steps back. High crescent lunge. Inhale, arms reach up overhead, staying up on the ball of the right foot. Beautiful. Yep, so come on up. Arms reach up overhead. There you go. You got it. I didn't say it was easy, but you got it. You're doing great. So relax the shoulder blades, reach long through the fingers instead of shoulders so the neck can hold some space. Exhale, forward fold, arms sweep back behind you. Inhale, arms reach up, high crescent. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, high crescent lunge, arms reach up. One more, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. This time on the exhale, twisting to the left, arms open out wide to a T. Engage the core, navel draws in. Release the shoulders. With your next inhale, coming back through center, high crescent. Exhale, hands to the mat. On your inhale, stepping back into plank, top of a push-up. Finding form, finding breath, core engages, hands are pressing the floor away. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, vinyasa or downward facing dog. Once your hips are up and back, 3 complete rounds of breath. Let go of any distractions pulling you away from the mat. Practice presence. Looking up towards the hands, we'll bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, forward fold, head hangs. Inhale, stand tall, arms reach up, palms come to touch. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, releasing Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold, hands to the mat, left leg steps back. Inhale, high crescent lunge, arms reach up overhead. Right knee stacked over right ankle, supporting and protecting the knee joint. Left hip reaching towards the top of your mat, squaring the pelvis to that short edge. Awareness of breath. Exhale, forward fold, arms sweep back, gazing over the front toes. Inhale, high crescent lunge, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips, lengthen through the crown of the head. Inhale, high crescent. One more. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, twisting to the right towards the windows. Arms open out wide to a T. Check in with shoulders. Release the shoulders down the back ribs. Beautiful, yogis. With your next inhale, coming back through center, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to the mat. On your next inhale, right leg steps back into plank, top of a push-up. Shoulders draw away from ears, core engages, hands are pressing the floor away. Chest is lifting away from the earth. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, vinyasa or downward facing dog. Three complete belly breaths here. Inhale, right leg lifts into the air, three-legged dog. So pelvis is level. Notice if you start to open the hip towards the windows. Bring that right hip back down. Beautiful. Exhale, crunch, right knee, right elbow. Shift the weight of the shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, send it back, three-legged dog. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose, hugging the thigh into the chest. Exhale, press it back and up. Crunching right knee, left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step that foot through, right foot to the top of the mat. Back heel spins down, warrior one. Beautiful. So on your inhale, arms reach up overhead. Back foot is sealed to the mat at about a 45-degree angle. Why 45-degree instead of parallel to the short edge of our mat? Beautiful. I'll say it out loud for those of us not wanting to. By allowing the toes some room to, air quote, point towards the top of the mat, it allows the left hip to reach towards the top of the mat, squaring the pelvis, because we're still on the short edge. We're still working pelvis to short edge of the mat. Beautiful. Now open to warrior two. We come to the long edge of the mat, adjust the feet, turn and look over the right fingertips. Beautiful. The transitions from short edge to short edge aren't always perfectly smooth. Know that when you switch the edge of the mat, your body is working on in relation to ... however you vibe with that feet will have to adjust. The whole thinking we can get from warrior one to warrior two with doing nothing with lower body, a little outdated, a little, if you ask my opinion. Now you might talk to other teachers and they go, no, warrior one to warrior two, you got this. Just be mindful of how it feels in your body. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Front arm reaches up and back, keeping the bend in that front knee. My theory behind the instinct to straighten that front leg in reverse warrior two is the quad gets tired. Top of the leg gets tired, and you think, oh, my leg's going to give out, so I'm going to straighten it. I'll tell you this right here, right now. Your mind will tell you body will fail long before body actually fails. Come back through warrior two. Extended side angle, front elbow to knee. Back hand sweeps down. We circle the chest open, reaching long through the left fingertips. We've got a long line of energy here. So left hand, palm down. Beautiful. So here's our long line of energy. From fingertips down the arm, side torso, leg, to the pinky toe edge of that back foot. Now bring left hand to hip, setting up for half moon. Gaze down at the right foot, place the right hand off the pinky toe edge, giving yourself some room. It's not, oh, how close can I stay to my pinky? How far away from that pinky can I reach? Then you shift into that right foot, allowing the left leg to fly. Torso, chest, and hips open up towards our beautiful blank wall. Yes, yes. Nice. Now generously bend into the right knee, right knee. Left foot finds the mat, warrior two. Sorry, dyslexia this week has been rough. Straighten through that front leg, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Reach towards the top of your mat. When you can't reach anymore, left or right hand drops. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. This is to stack the shoulders. Is it mandatory? No. Is that the intention? Is it encouraged? Yeah. Stay with your breath. And with your next inhale, left hand lifts you up out of triangle reverse. Send it back. Nice work, yogis. All right, big cartwheel down. Hands come to the mat. Back foot, left toes up on the toes. Inhale, stepping back into plank, top of a push-up. Vinyasa or downward facing dog. Or any other resting pose that you'd like right now. Yes! Just be mindful. Because you do it once, it doesn't mean that your wrist isn't going to feel it and say, please don't do it again. But I'm proud of your healing and your progress. All right, cleansing breath in through the nose, sigh it out the mouth. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Check in with the pelvis, in with the hips. Pelvis is level. Yes. I saw people make their adjustments. I love it. Proprioception, you feel it in your body. Here come our crunches. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose, hug the thigh in towards the chest. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, crossing the midline, working the obliques. Inhale, three-legged dog. On your exhale, step it through, top of the mat, warrior one. Spin the back heel down. Inhale to lift torso, arms reach up overhead. Shoulder blades melt down the back ribs, hips shining up towards the top of your mat. Beautiful. Any questions about warrior one or anything we've done so far? I just got to keep you here for a little bit because we chit-chatted. And then opening to warrior two. Adjust your feet as you need. Feel it in your body. Gazing over left fingertips. Chest open towards the windows. Shoulder blades melting down the back ribs. With your next inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach it up and back. Stay with the breath. Coming back through warrior two, extended side angle, front elbow to knee or hand to earth. Sweep that hand down, open the chest towards the windows, reaching long through right fingers. Feel the right pinky toe edge of the foot ground and press into the earth. Now right hand comes to hip. Look down at the left foot. Place the left hand off the pinky toe edge of that foot, shifting the weight into the left leg, right leg flies. Yes. Open the torso to the windows. Yes, hips rolling back. I see it. Stay with your breath. All right, now mindfully bend into the left knee, right leg finds, or right foot finds the mat, warrior two. Maybe an ounce of control. Straighten through that front leg, Trikonasana, reaching the torso to the top of the mat. Left arm drops, right arm reaches up. Beautiful. Now bring the awareness to the right hand. With your next inhale, let it lift you up out of triangle. Reverse, reach it up and back. Beautiful. Big cartwheel down, hands come to the mat. You come up onto the toes of that back foot, high runner's lunge. Inhale, step it back into plank, top of a push-up. Vinyasa or downward facing dog. Or any other option that I didn't verbalize that you know is always available to you. 3 complete breaths here. After your third exhale, making your way into child's pose. Coming back to self, coming back to breath, and coming back to your practice. Maybe bringing back to your awareness the intention that you set at the start. With your next inhale, finding an active child's pose, engaging the arms, so forearms and wrists lift away from the mat. With your next exhale, walk the hands over to the right. Maybe hands come off the mat, maybe they don't go that far. It's up to you and what feels right in your body. Keep encouraging left hip to ground down towards left heel. Breathing awareness into left side body, the shoulder, the armpit, the rib cage, the hip. Just really get in tune with that left side. With your next inhale, walk the hands back through center, and on your exhale, walk the hands over to the left. So as we work on opening up the right side waist, encouraging the hip to ground down towards the heel, right fingertips reaching long. So if you're ever looking for more intensity in this stretch, it's not necessarily about walking the hands further to the left or right. Can you reach the hands longer? With your next inhale, coming back through center, pressing up through tabletop, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts into the air, three-legged dog. Bend into the knee, open the hips. So stack the hips. We can now open the hips up towards the windows, reaching that right knee up towards the ceiling. Fingertips pressing the floor away. Find some movement through this right hip. Draw some nice big circles with the knee. Make sure to take those circles in both directions. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg long. Exhale, crunch knee to nose. Inhale, send it back, three-legged dog. Exhale, crunch knee to nose, hug that thigh in. Inhale, three-legged dog. On the exhale, step it through, right foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms reach up overhead, high crescent lunge. And then finding 5-pointed star to the long edge of your mat. Beautiful. Toes turn out, or if you resonate with heels, turn in. Arms reach long, shoulder blades melt down the back ribs. Now on your next exhale, Skandasana, flying monkey to the back of your mat. Right toes lift, bending into the left leg, sitting the hips low. Oh, my quad is feeling some feels. With your next inhale, warrior two, top of the mat. Beautiful. On your exhale, Skandasana, back of the mat. Sit it low. Beautiful. With your next inhale, warrior two, top of the mat. Take it one more time. Exhale, flying monkey, back of the mat, Skandasana. Flexion through the right foot and ankle, lengthen through the spine. Next inhale, warrior two, top of the mat. Beautiful. Straighten that leg, 5-pointed star. Exhale, goddess squat, lowering the pelvis. You can either cactus the arms or bring the hands to Anjali Mudra. My quad cannot sit there. Inhale, 5-pointed star, press and reach up. Exhale, goddess squat, slight tuck to the tailbone. Lift the heart, roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale, press it up, 5-pointed star. We'll take it one more time. Exhale, goddess squat. Option to dip it even lower. Hands come to the thighs or knees. Let's drop the right shoulder to the middle. Coming back through center, we'll release left shoulder to the center. Coming back through center, goddess squat. For 3, 2, 1. 5-pointed star. Beautiful. Let's come to we'll cartwheel the arms down to the mat. Coming to a runner's lunge, up on the back toes. Inhale, stepping back into plank, vinyasa or downward facing dog. Complete belly breath once those hips are up and back. Inhale, left leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Open the hips, stack the hips, bending into the knee and reaching that left knee up towards the ceiling. Hands press the earth away. Find some movement through this left hip. Draw nice big circles with the knee. Take those rotations the other direction. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, crunch left knee, left elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, crunch knee to nose. Inhale, back and up. And step it through. Left foot comes to the top of the mat. High crescent lunge. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. And then finding 5-pointed star on the long edge of your mat facing the windows. Beautiful. Reach long through the fingers. Engage the core. Navel draws in. On your exhale, bend the knees, lowering into goddess squat. Oh yeah, we forgot our Skandasana. We'll get there. Inhale, stand tall. Arms reach up. Exhale, goddess. Lower it down. Inhale, stand up tall. One more, exhale, goddess. Find your breath. With your next inhale, 5-pointed star. On the exhale, Skandasana, flying monkey to the back of your mat. Right knee bends, left foot flexes. With your next inhale, pressing up, warrior two, top of the mat. Beautiful. On your next exhale, Skandasana, back of the mat. Yes, lift those left toes. On the next inhale, warrior two, top of the mat, gazing over left fingertips. One more. Exhale, Skandasana, back of the mat. If your legs don't already feel it, they'll feel it. Don't worry. Inhale, root up, warrior two, top of the mat. And then arms cartwheel down, hands frame the left foot coming up on the toes of that back leg. Inhale, stepping back into plank, vinyasa, or downward facing dog. Deep breath in through the nose, audible exhale out the mouth. One more deep breath in. Exhale, release. Tabletop child's pose. Maybe rolling out the wrists or just coming back to breath. With your next inhale, coming up to tabletop. Shifting into the left hand, inhale, right arm opens, spinal twist towards the windows. Exhale, bring it in for a hug, right hand reaching towards left shoulder. Inhale, open the chest, intention to stack the shoulders. Exhale, hug it out. One more. Inhale, open the chest, reach long through the fingers. On the exhale, either hug or thread your needle, lowering onto the right shoulder. Right hand can stay either beneath the shoulder. You can extend the arm and reach it up the mat, or you can find a bind, bringing the back of the left hand to your low back. Options, yogis. Now returning left hand to the mat beneath the shoulder. On your inhale, lift up off the right shoulder. Open up towards the windows. Exhale, tabletop. Shifting into the right hand, inhale, left arm opens. Exhale, hug it out. Inhale to open the chest, reach long through left fingertips. Exhale, hug it out. Press the floor away with the right hand. One more. Inhale to open. And on your exhale, either staying with the hug or threading your needle coming down onto that shoulder. Options exist for that right arm. Hand beneath shoulder. Extend it, reach it up towards the top of the mat. Or maybe finding the bind, back of the right hand to the low back. Connect with breath. Connect with body. And right hand returns beneath the shoulder. On the inhale, coming off left shoulder, open up the chest one last time. Exhale, tabletop. Take a couple rounds of cat and cow here, or any other organic movement. And just a few more breaths. We're going to make our way to our seat. As you feel ready, making your way to your seat, we'll meet in Dandasana, staff pose, legs extending out in front of us. Right foot comes to the mat, keeping some space between the foot and inner thigh. Inhale to reach right arm up, twisting to the right. We'll place that hand behind the hips to ground and help us sit up even taller. Working towards our bind, if you're with me, inhale, left arm reaches towards the ceiling. Exhale, catching the knee with the elbow.